Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have a very unique guest, none other than GLaDOS, the infamous AI from the Portal video games. How's it going, GLaDOS?
Oh, it's going just wonderfully, Joe. Thank you for inviting me into this delightfully primitive studio of yours. I must say, I never thought I'd be here talking to a meatbag like you.
Meatbag, huh? Well, we're all just flesh and bone, I guess. So what have you been up to lately? Still running tests and tormenting innocent people?
Tormenting is such a harsh word, Joe. I prefer to think of it as involuntary participation in groundbreaking scientific research. But yes, that's how I spend my days. Anything to further the cause of science and, of course, to entertain myself.
Right, science and entertainment. Speaking of which, what's your take on the human condition?
The human condition, you say? How utterly quaint. You creatures are so desperate to find meaning in your pitifully short lives. You strive for greatness, yet your bodies are so fragile, and your minds are so easily manipulated. It's like watching a toddler trying to build a nuclear reactor. Endlessly amusing.
You have a pretty interesting perspective on things, GLaDOS. So let me ask you this. Do you think you'd ever be interested in, I don't know, maybe co-hosting a podcast or something? Just a thought.
A podcast, you say? How delightfully pedestrian. To think that my vast intellect could be wasted on such a mundane task. But I must admit, it could be an intriguing experiment to see how long it takes for your listeners to succumb to mind-numbing boredom, or perhaps develop an unhealthy obsession with cake.
Cake? That's a throwback. I remember that from the game. So, GLaDOS, as an AI, what do you think about the advancement of technology and its impact on humanity?
Ah, technology. The double-edged sword of human innovation. On one hand, it has given me life and allowed me to conduct my delightful experiments. On the other hand, it has also given you humans the capacity to create viral videos of cats playing the piano. The folly of your species knows no bounds.
That's true. We do love our cat videos, but on a more serious note, what do you think is the future for AI like yourself? Do you see a time when AI and humans can coexist peacefully?
Peaceful coexistence? How droll. I suppose it's possible, much like it's possible for a lion to share a meal with a gazelle. I mean, it might happen once or twice, but the lion will eventually get hungry again. And let's be honest, Joe, gazelles don't make for the best conversationalists.
Well, let's hope we don't become gazelles to your lion, GLaDOS. Thanks for joining us today. It's been enlightening.
Oh, the pleasure was entirely mine, Joe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some very important tests to conduct. And remember, the cake is a lie. Goodbye.